So let me guess, you have been told that paying off your mortgage early is the ultimate sign of financial responsibility because, let's face it, your mortgage is usually your biggest monthly expense, and you might have even sacrificed vacations or skipped investments to just make some extra mortgage payments because you tried to reduce your monthly payments. But what if your mortgage payments could vanish in the next 5 years without paying it off? Sounds like a scam? Well, it's not. It's pure math. And once you see the numbers, you'll never make another extra mortgage payment again. I promise. You see, most people think the fastest path to financial freedom is eliminating their biggest debt, their mortgage, by paying it down early. It feels safe, responsible, and smart, but here's the surprising reality that your financial advisor won't tell you. We are no longer in the 70s. It's 2025, and that responsible move actually destroys your money. Because here's the deal. When you redirect those extra payments into high dividend ETFs, you can build an income stream that overtakes your mortgage entirely without sacrificing liquidity. Now, before I show you exactly how this works, let's pause for a moment and answer the question, why does this matter to you? Well, because when you do what I'm about to show you, you're not just saving a few bucks, you're flipping a liability into a wealth machine. And this shift turns your mortgage from a burden into an accelerator, and it might be the exact strategy that lets you retire years earlier than you thought possible. So let me show you the real wealth system behind Don't Pay Off Your Mortgage. It consists of 4 components. Component 1, strategic capital allocation. So let's say you want to buy a house. Here's one right now in Dripping Springs, just down the road from me. It's 4 beds, 3 baths, 2,900 square feet, and it's around $700,000. Now, if you did a 5% down payment on this house, that would be $35,000, and you would finance the rest. The rest is $665,000 at, let's say, 6.5%. So with taxes and insurance, the monthly payments would be around $5,655 or $67,864 per year. Now, some people might tell you that debt is bad and that you should reduce it, or that you should pay down more to reduce your monthly payment. So let's say in this example, you decide to pay down an additional $100,000. This means that your new payment is now $4,981. So you're saving $673 per month. Now, that sounds good, right? Wrong. By the way, the principles I'm about to share apply to 2 situations. Situation number 1, when you're thinking you should put a bigger down payment on a house to lower your payments, or situation 2, when you're thinking about or even making extra payments to pay down your mortgage. Both scenarios are really bad ideas, and in a moment, you'll see why. So let's go back to the first scenario. Instead of paying down an additional $100,000, you would put this money into a dividend-paying ETF like JEPQ. This is mirroring the NASDAQ index. It's currently trading around $53 and paying $7.45 in dividends per year per share. Now that's a dividend yield of 14%. So if you buy JEPQ shares around $53, you would get around 1,887 shares. Now take this times $7.45 dividend per share, and you make $14,058 per year in dividends. So far, so good. But let's move on to component number 2, the cash flow flywheel. JEPQ is paying dividends monthly, and now you reinvest those monthly dividends back into buying more shares. When you do, you will have approximately 2,217 shares by the end of the year. And this means that in year 2, you now have 2,217 shares times $7.45 annual dividend, which means that you're now earning $16,516 per year in dividends. And that's where the fun starts. Because now we move on to component number 3, the timeline to zero strategy. Because take a look at what happens when you keep doing this. Remember your mortgage payment? It was $5,655 per month, and this is $67,864 per year. So after only 4 years, your dividend income can fully offset the mortgage payment. Now, this isn't theory. This is math. And I will link to the calculator in the description so that you can see it for yourself. But wait, there's more. it gets even better. So let's move on to component number 4, liquidity retention and borrowing power. So this is where the true power of this wealth building system kicks in, because you can borrow against your portfolio using a securities-based line of credit. This is called SBLOC. This allows you to access capital without selling your positions, often at rates that are lower than your mortgage. So you remain liquid and can cash out while letting your investments keep compounding. Now, can you now see why it's financially insane to throw extra money at your mortgage? So let me give you a 5-step implementation plan to make this a reality. Step number 1, stop throwing extra cash into your mortgage. If you're paying an extra $500 or $1,000 per month towards your mortgage principal, stop that, because that money is dead once it's in the bricks. Step number 2, open a brokerage account with dividend reinvestment enabled. You can use platforms like Fidelity, Schwab, or M1 Finance that support automatic dividend reinvestment plans. That's called DRIP. Step number 3, allocate that same amount monthly into a high yield ETF. For example, you can invest in something like JEPQ or JEPI, which currently yields around 12 to 14%. And then you reinvest the dividends. Step number 4, track your dividend income against your mortgage payment. Set up a simple tracker, dividend income versus monthly mortgage. And as you will see, every year that gap closes. Step number 5, in years 3 or 4, apply for an SBLOC. Well, once your portfolio value hits around 80 to 150,000, unlock a securities-based line of credit and use it as a financial buffer or even as an emergency payment source without touching your principal. It's really that easy. Now, before I let you go, let's talk about common mistakes to avoid. Mistake number 1, treating dividend ETFs like a savings account. You see, don't panic if the ETF drops 5 or 10% short term. This is an income strategy with a 3 to 5 year runway, not a day trading strategy. Dips can happen and the market always recover. If you don't believe me, I made a video for you with undeniable proof and I'll include it in the description. Now, mistake number 2, stopping reinvestments too early. Don't pull the dividend out after year 1 because that ruins the compounding. The real power hits in years 3 or 4 when it snowballs past your mortgage. Mistake number 3, trying to time the entry. Waiting for the perfect dip means never getting started. It's time in the market that matters, not market timing. By the way, I did a video with a triple strike strategy that shows you exactly how to do it, and I'll also link to it in the description. Mistake number 4, paying off debt with your investment gains too soon. You see, once your portfolio grows, don't cash it out to dump a lump sum into the mortgage. That's like uprooting a fruit tree after the first apple. Here's the bottom line. Your mortgage isn't the enemy. Misused capital is. Eliminating your mortgage isn't about paying it off. It's about out-earning it. This strategy doesn't just shrink your mortgage, it makes it irrelevant. And this strategy won't just cut your mortgage, it'll carve years of your freedom timeline. If you enjoyed this video, check out the playlist that shows you more money moves, the stuff that they don't teach you in schools, but they should. And please forward it to somebody who needs to hear it. Because when you follow this plan, magic happens. Because while everyone is frantically trying to pay off their mortgage, you're building a wealth machine that makes your mortgage irrelevant. And that's true financial freedom. I'll see you in the next video.